Okay, we use magnesium a lot in chemistry lab here. Um, and there's a few things with magnesium, though, that we need to be really careful of, or at least we need to kind of prep it a little bit here. So if we look at the surface of magnesium itself, we can kind of see some blackish material forming on there. It's actually because of oxidation, so just interaction with the air. And it also is from the water and oil on our hands as well. So what we really want to do before we use magnesium is take some steel wool, which you'll have at your table, and you really want to rough it up. The more you rough it up, the better. In fact, you really want it to kind of look shiny. The shinier you make it, the shinier you make it, the better reaction you're going to have. Because the problem with reacting with magnesium sometimes is we have all of that oxidation on the surface, and that doesn't allow for the contact between whatever chemical we're trying to react it with and the magnesium. So for instance, when we're trying to heat magnesium, get it to burn, we aren't getting enough oxygen coming in contact with the magnesium to have the combustion that we're looking for. So we really need to make sure we rough up the surface as much as we can. By the way, really important, if you have to do some lab where you have to find the mass of the magnesium, make sure you find the mass after you do this, not before. All right, there we go. Now sometimes it talks about coiling magnesium. A lab might talk about coiling magnesium. If you make too tight of coil, then you're not going to be able to, you're not going to have enough surface area. Oh, I'm sorry, by the way. Notice how that's much shinier now? That's really what we're looking for. If it says something about a coil of magnesium, make sure that it is a loose coil. If you make a really, really tight coil, the problem is you don't get enough oxygen around there enough, or you don't get enough surface area. So you really don't want it to necessarily be touching each other. You want it to be kind of a loose coil, kind of like that. Right? That's a good coil.